Hi guys and welcome to the channel. Today's video is another part of my Ultimate Star Card series where we'll go over the best star cards for all heroes and villains in every game mode. Timestamps for each game mode will be in the description. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when new videos are uploaded. Without further ado, let's get into this. So these are going to be Boba Fett's best heroes versus villains star cards. As you can see, I'm a max level Boba Fett. I'm quite experienced with Boba. He was the first hero I got to max. These are the cards I personally prefer. I typically use Born to Fly. Boba Fett's ability cooldowns are faster while in the air, but his health regeneration starts 1.5 seconds later. Cooldown reduction 20%. This is really good because this counts if you're jumping, if you're falling, and if you're using your jetpack. So if you're doing any of those three events, you will be gaining your abilities back 20% faster. Very good for your rocket barrage, very good for your concussion rocket, and yeah, nothing more I can say really. It's just a very good card. It doesn't sound very good when you read it, but once you start using it, you'll realise how much that actually helps you out. Quick tip with this card: if you're out of combat just trying to regen some health, just keep jumping every now and then, and you will regenerate your abilities faster. I'll leave a little example just after this, and you can see what I mean.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
The next card I typically use is Acute Concussion. Concussion rockets will concuss enemies for a longer duration. Additional duration in seconds, 2. So yeah, 2 extra seconds of a concussion rocket. I think it adds up to about 3 or 4 seconds. It's really good for going against like a Leia, a Chewbacca, a Han Solo, any blaster hero really. But it's also very good for the saber heroes because it will actually stop their aim assist. So if, believe it or not, saber heroes actually have aim assist. When they swing at you, sometimes it will actually lunge towards you. If they're concussed, the lunge will no longer work. They'll actually have to be looking at you to be able to hit you. So this can help out. But it's actually ideal against Leia's E11 because when Leia activates her E11, you can fire the concussion rocket at her and it will completely deactivate her E11. The standard concussion rocket will do this, but it will also deactivate her blaster for like 3 or 4 seconds, which is ideal. In 3 or 4 seconds, you can do a lot of damage to blaster heroes, so that's why I use Acute Concussion. The last card I actually use is Focalize. Rocket Barrage. Rockets deal bonus damage at the center of the explosion in a 1 meter radius. Bonus damage 10. Now, 1 meter radius is not a lot. You do have to be fairly accurate. And 10 damage doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 10 damage per rocket. So it is quite good, and it does help you just finish off an enemy. I personally love to use this card, but if you're not a fan of this card, you can use one of these fuel efficiency cards. But for me, I really like Focalize. Another quick tip for you with regards to the Barrage and Focalize star card. I don't typically use it while I'm standing on the ground as Boba Fett. I normally will fly above my enemy and fire it down at them. It's just better because you typically hit more of the rockets within that 1 meter radius. It's a little bit more accurate, and to be honest, yeah, I don't see why you'd use it on the floor because you're going to miss a lot of your rockets. So these are going to be Boba Fett's best co-op star cards. First, we're going to start off again with Born to Fly. Boba Fett's abilities cooldowns are faster while in the air, but his health regeneration starts 1.5 seconds later. Cooldown reduction 20%. Like I said before, this basically means that while you're in the air, jumping, falling, or flying, your ability is going to regenerate 20% faster. It is really handy for getting your rocket barrage and your concussion missile back very, very quick. It's just a very, very good card. There will be an example. It will be at the beginning of the video. I'll leave a timestamp above if you want to see that. But yeah, it is a very, very good card for Boba Fett. Next up, we're going to have Augmented Gear. If Concussion Rocket hits several enemies, Boba Fett's jetpack does not consume fuel for a short time. Enemy hit required 3. No fuel consumption length 4. So this means that you've got to hit 3 enemies with your concussion missile, which is very, very easy on co-op. It's unbelievably easy. And the fuel consumption length is 4 seconds, so that means that your jetpack won't even consume fuel for 4 seconds. The reason this is good is because, like I said, in co-op it's very easy to hit 3 enemies with a concussion missile, especially with the amount of like radius and range it has. But it also means that you can use your jetpack for 4 seconds for free, while also giving you the benefit of a concussion missile. is very, very good. If you're in a pinch, like you're about to die, you need that fuel. You've got no jetpack fuel. Concussion missile, fly away. Simple as. The next card that I would use, again, is Focalize. Rocket Barrage, rockets deal bonus damage at the center of the explosion in a 1 meter radius, bonus damage 10. Like I said before, that is a very small radius, but it is a very good amount of damage. It's extra 10 damage per rocket, so it adds up. It's pretty good, but you have got to be fairly accurate with it. Like I said before, you will need to fly above your enemy and aim down at them. It's a bit easier to be more accurate that way rather than standing on the floor and firing it directly at them, because you'll miss pretty much most of your rockets. You could swap this card out with one of the fuel cards if you really like. You could actually swap it out of Intense Barrage. If you're fairly confident, you can do 500 damage in per each time you use it. But if I was going to swap it out, I'd probably swap it out either for Acute Concussion or just keep Focalize. Acute Concussion would be good paired up with Augmented Gear, but personally, I use these three for co-op. So the best star cards for Supremacy and Galactic Assault are going to be Born to Fly again. Born to Fly is basically like a running theme with Boba Fett. But Boba Fett's abilities cooldowns are faster while in the air, but his health regeneration starts 1.5 seconds later. Cooldown reduction 20%. As I said before, really good card. This is while you're jumping, falling, or flying. You're going to get a 20% boost. There is an example at the beginning of the video. I'll leave a timestamp again, just so you can go back and see the example and compare. Yeah, very, very good card. Not much else to say that hasn't already been said, but probably Boba Fett's best star card. The next star card I normally use for Supremacy or Galactic Assault is Acute Concussion. Concussion rockets will concuss enemies for a longer duration. Additional seconds, 2. So basically, if you got in Supremacy, most of the time you're going to be shot at by blasters. So you get the odd hero attack you, but this is very good because this means that an enemy is not going to be able to shoot at you for 3 to 4 seconds while you've stunned them with your concussion rocket. Very, very good. Because if you need to escape and you're being shot and you're low health, that's going to save your ass. And I can't say how many times that's saved me. Personally, I really like this card. But yeah, it's totally up to you. The next card I normally use is Augmented Gear. If Concussion Rocket hits several enemies, Boba Fett's jetpack does not consume fuel for a short time. Enemy hit required, 3. No fuel consumption length, 4. So you need to hit 3 enemies and you get 4 seconds of no fuel consumption. This is pretty easy in Supremacy, to be honest. You've got a 20v20 plus bots. There's 12 bots on each team, I believe. I think there's 12. I could be wrong. And yeah, you know, it's pretty easy to hit 3 enemies with a concussion rocket, the amount of range that has, and you're going to get 4 seconds of no fuel consumption. So that means, you know, if you're in a pinch, you've got no jetpack fuel, fire your concussion rocket, and you can fly away. Your 4 seconds is enough to get some distance between you and your enemy. And then when you pair that up with Acute Concussion, they can't shoot you while you're escaping, so it's a very, very good card. You could swap out Acute Concussion with one of the fuel cards if you do struggle for fuel, but when you have Born to Fly on, that shouldn't really be a problem. But yeah, they're the 3 cards that I would use. Thank you for watching the video. If the video helped you out at all, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for when new videos are uploaded. This really helps my channel grow and allows more people to see my content. I really appreciate you taking the time to check out my video, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.